Okay, so now previously we talked about the commonalities that we see in terms of where does God want us to watch this stuff happen on earth? And he's pointing us to one specific region in particular, Europe, Middle East, Europe and Middle East. Because we see, looking at the prophecy in Daniel, we find Babylon is in the Middle East. We find the Persians represented by the silver chest and arm is in the Middle East. We find the bronze represented by the Greeks is in Europe. We find the Romans, which is also in Europe. But when the Roman Empire split, represented by the iron legs, that's Europe and the Middle East. And when Jesus returns, he's going to return at the era of the feet mixed with iron and clay, which is what we call today Europe and the Middle East. And in this prophecy, we find at the end times, as you see 2 feet and 10 toes, Daniel tells us there's a prophecy of 10 kings. So we see that these 10 kings have to come from a region from based off the pattern that God has already established, Europe and the Middle East. So we're going to see that these 10 kings are what we need to look for, but as it's mentioned in Daniel, it's also mentioned somewhere else, and that is the book of Revelation. So book of Revelation mentions 10 horns, just as Daniel mentions 10 toes, and guess what? They're all talking about the same prophecy, 10 kings. So now what we're going to do is to simply follow the Holy Spirit. If the Holy Spirit has Daniel looking for 10 toes and has Revelation mentioning 10 horns, and they both talking about 10 kings, and Revelation is the return or the revelation of Jesus Christ, let's go there to see what the Lord has to tell us about the return of this rock, Jesus Christ.